It's ironic because today my brother just graduated from high school today, finishing off his senior year.
Hello, Adam Ryan Donato.
Hello, welcome back. I'm here to talk about a Netflix movie this time, which is the Rebel Wilson movie called Senior Year. Now, this is kind of a 17 Again meets Mean Girls type of movie where we have Rebel Wilson, who was a foreign exchange student in high school, and she had a small little group of friends, but she really longed to be popular, and throughout the rest of her high school career, she did everything in her power to become popular. At the peak of her popularity, when she was doing a cheerleading move, she hit her head and fell into a coma. 20 years later, she's an adult woman, Rebel Wilson, and she decides to go back to high school to finish out her senior year. One thing about this movie is it's Rebel Wilson, so it goes without saying that it's pretty cringy. That being said, there is some funny humor in this movie. It made me laugh at several different points in time, like genuinely and out loud laugh in this 2-hour movie. That's one thing. I think the runtime is a bit much. That being said, I did appreciate in the beginning how much time they spent establishing who this girl was when she was in high school. It was kind of jarring when I found out what the plot of this movie was, because it's not like she's going back to redo her senior year or like her mind's going to go back into her body, but she sees herself as Rebel Wilson or anything like that. Here we have her now in the future discovering the future and going to her old high school, but everyone in her old high school is gone and they're adults now, so there's all new people, and she's having to deal with cell phones and social media and wokeness. That's another thing I want to touch on in this movie. This movie likes to have its cake and eat it too. It likes to sit there and touch on all of these new woke subjects. Like, it's really trying desperately to be hip with the youth, and it's kind of pathetic. And I'm saying that as someone who agrees with a lot of the things they're talking about in this movie, and I was still like, oh man, you're really pushing it. But also they're trying to appeal to the older crowd because she's sitting there talking about how people are so sensitive and they need to let loose a little bit, and it's trying to go both ways, and I really don't feel like they had a concrete message about opposing generations. The majority of the time it just comes off as cringy, even though that is where the majority of the jokes that I enjoyed came from as well. So it was very hit or miss for me. Rebel Wilson is very cringe in this movie. I noticed that she lost a lot of weight. Good for her. If she's happy with that, that's awesome. But she looks very different, which in a movie where she was in a coma for years and she's the older version of Betty Brant from the Spider-Man Home trilogy. It's just very jarring to see her. There's no real standouts in this movie for me. The plot is very run-of-the-mill high school, straight-to-TV or DVD movie BS. Her arc is fine. I don't buy any of the romance or relationships that she develops in this movie. This is a very subpar Netflix movie, which a lot of these straight to Netflix movies are, which is really unfortunate. And it's not even like they're taking any big risks with these. I did say it genuinely made me laugh a couple times, so I am going to go with a 2 out of 5. If your mom catches this on Netflix and asks you to watch it and you throw it on the background while you're editing, it's serviceable for that, which is exactly what happened to me. But yeah, with all the wokeness and anti-wokeness and Rebel Wilson, it's just a big ball of cringe, and I do not recommend. What's your favorite Rebel Wilson movie? Mine's probably Cats. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all those other things. And gosh, this movie's making me think about my senior year now. And I don't want to do that.